Tell me what you're waiting for. I'm waiting no more. This is what you signed up for. I'm gonna grab a tissue for me pockets. Cause you never know. You never know. You never, never, never know. You'll never find. Dun 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 dun. Whew. Hey, we should start an incense actually. Thank you for the like. Is it circuit? I can't tell what it is. What's good? Good morning. I'm gonna start an incense today. Happy Wednesday. Reminder, I won't be live tomorrow. I'll be on a field trip. Woo! Today is order pickup, so make sure you grab your things. See, they don't be getting all the way lit. It needs to be a whole cherry. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say cherry. They call it like when it's red. Ooh, stab the wall, that's fine. All right. We finna head back though. What's good? We got 2 people in the chat. Got my Dunkin'. Oh, I meant to grab a tissue. Only story for Dunkin' today. There were some kids trying to do a TikTok, and I think they were trying to do like the trend. This is like the iPad holder. Actually, let me make sure the iPad is charged today. But the trend where they like, or I don't know, what are they doing? And it was like a boy and a girl. I don't know if they go together or whatever. It's like the second cold. I can't tell. It's like it want to be a cold. It don't. I took cough drop. I'm like sniffly. What is up? Why are these kids so nasty? How are y'all getting vaccines and you still nasty? There still be germs. It's like this the second time every month. Where's some wood? Crazy. No festivities planned today. I'm just trying to chill for real. I'm gonna go live. I took my son to the library yesterday. That was fun. Bear was serving everybody. He was so funny. I feel like this is funny. I feel like because I watched Hell's Kitchen when I was pregnant, now he just likes to pretend like he on the show or something like that. So he was just making everybody salads and stuff. It was so funny, like with the kitchen play food and stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to chill today. I got all my errands out the way. Yeah, that is crazy. What stream are you watching that got roaches? I haven't seen one. Stay-at-home mom. I clean the house. He must be talking about the one that's trying to click the channel next to him. That's really weird. That's weird energy. I'm sorry you live in a house like that. Like, that's not even funny. My mother-in-law does pest control, and you know, he probably is a dirty motherfucker. Just be honest. She talks about there's obviously hotels be having these types of pests and hospitals. She's always getting called to go to hospitals. I am me, so I'm gonna let you correct yourself. What's good? This is Ashley. I don't like being told I look like other people when I am me. So I am that, you know? I am all that I am. I guess the word is unwarranted, because, you know, I'm not like, I'm only roasting you if you say something first or say something crazy. What are you talking about? You. What are you talking about? I'm gonna let you correct yourself, because, you know, it's always the people that don't be having a profile picture. Well, I gotta be able to say you look like so-and-so then. That's not fair. We are making art. What's good? You, bro. This is long form content. It's not sped up like my TikToks, okay? We gotta get, I just got in the house. We're gonna be making rugs today. We're actually starting on a picture frame, so I still got like a bunch of stuff on my bin. But I thrifted a picture frame. A lot of my art, I try to thrift secondhand and make new. So all that stuff you be seeing on Instagram, my Instagram is confidential goods. If it's not like a painting, obviously I'll go and buy a canvas. But if you see jeans, if you see, what else we got? Like mirrors and stuff like that, home decor, something of it was thrifted. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, just to not even have a profile and you want to say something, I'm giving you a chance. Okay, I hope it's not no offense, because I said I think I might have like a cold or something, because like just the school year, it don't matter how many vaccines these kids be getting. Crazy. But I sound like myself. I sound like a black girl that grew. The price of being black in suburbia. Yeah, they are Petri dishes. What's good, Jacqueline? We want to just be respectful in the chat. This is a chill chat. Chill chat. We chat. You can tell me about your day and we just make art. Like, we don't have to make mean comments about the creator because you came to this live. And we don't have to harass the people in the chat because, like, the people who come back here, they don't want to hear that. Like, you think you're funny. The demographic is me. That's why they're in my live. Respectfully, the demographic is me. That's why you came to my live. And you want to try to be Eddie Murphy in the chat. We don't know you. Thank you, Jacqueline. I have no updates though, for real. I try to do all of my hard stuff like on Monday, and if it falls on Tuesday, but now we in the middle of the week. Hump day. I hated when that came out, hump day, and people was just saying that all the time. Low key though, that's how I try to divide up my work. I don't like having to have looming things for me to do and spread it out during the week. I'm gonna knock most of it out in the first 2 days of the week. Yeah, you won't remember. Are you talking about the trolls? What's good, Wendy? So the song Succubus, is it by Ken Carson? I think it's Ken Carson. That song has been in my head. If you wanna leave, baby, then that's okay. If you wanna try something new, that's okay. That's okay. All right, not too much. Not too much off the top now. How was everybody's Wednesday? Man, that was a lot. Side to side. All right. Actually, today I'm getting hot. I try not to turn the heat back on. We just got weird Wisconsin weather for like the morning because it's raining. It was raining this morning. It was dark. It was raining. Now the house is brighter. But I got this fleece thing on. I'm probably gonna take this off, honestly. Your hat, your hat hold the heat. Okay, that's okay. Man, we would be having it jump if I could play music. All right, we're gonna take my hoodie, not my hoodie, this jackety jack off. It's got my tissue in there. Move my tissue. This is my hoodie though. I only got size smalls right now. If anybody's interested in shopping with me. Let me put this on my chair. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we're gonna get mic'd up, but it says going hard till I'm in the tomb. And I think this is like a Kid Cudi line, which is funny because I'm always listening to Kid Cudi, and I think subconsciously I thought of this. I'm like, that would be cold to put on a sweatshirt, a hoodie, going hard till I'm in the tomb. So I drew the font, and then I drew the back. Okay, so yay! I got only size smalls available. I'm wearing a medium. I don't know if I got long arms. Is this a medium? I swore it was. Let me check. I don't wanna. I wish I had my mirror in here. What'd this say? Yeah, that's a medium. That was really ugly. I'm like, I gotta use this as a mirror. All right, but shop confidential goods. This is like my little mic pouch. So I have. What's the difference? Does anybody know what's the difference between the ones that be fuzzy and then just the regular ones? I just be using the regular ones. I thought the fuzzy ones was for wind, but I'm not around wind. And I seen somebody using a fuzzy one inside. I'm like, why are you using that? Yeah. Yeah, I thought that's what they was for, but I seen somebody using it indoors. I'm like I wasn't trying to be like like mean or anything, but I seen a video. How am I gonna clip this? I think I usually put it on my head. How do I? Here? You gonna do that? I didn't even show y'all. I'm trying to get my freeform locks. We're on the freeform lock journey again, so we're gonna see how this goes. Y'all need to understand. So I was on a freeform lock journey for like 8. No, I seen that it said 8. 5 years. I was freeforming for like 5 years. So if you go way back, you see on this channel, this before you could go live. I was making long form videos of my freeform lock journey. I had a lock. It was so skinny and it was like all the way down to here. You see that one video? It's like 8,000 people seen it. I'm like, bro, I'm dying. Just be talking. But that's cool though. And then I started. This is like kind of how it's funny. I'm feeling like it may be like a full circle moment. So when I lived at the lofts, this is like when me and Carrie were dating. Like we just got married and we lived there for like a minute, like a real small second. Then we actually ended up moving. But that was the last house. Like, isn't that great? Like this is how I compare stuff. The last house that we dated in. That's how my memories like can timestamp things. Isn't that funny? But so that like I told y'all before, this was years ago. That apartment, the lofts, they had just a community donation center. Somebody's moving out or something they don't use no more. The tenants would just leave stuff in the hallway. So I've got like 2 dressers. I don't have them anymore. That's really interesting. Slowly how I left things behind. Okay, but that's another thing. Furniture, like everything around you holds energy. So it's interesting, like when my body felt like, all right, like we should let this go. So I remember we moved one other time, and I still had those 2 dresses, but we left them at that apartment. We had to move a lot, but I'm getting off task. In the community donation center, there was yarn, and I still have some of the yarn. That's why I was saying, like, is this like a full circle moment? Some of this yarn, like, 2 of my places I passed lived at, the people left yarn, And then my neighbor here, she gave me yarn too. Um, I don't know, but I had a bunch of different ones. I know this one I've had for like 7 years. Isn't that crazy? I don't have a use for this because I could do it for embroidery, but it looks really interesting. Not no, maybe an omen, but I would say like maybe an omen in the furniture. I remember because like I don't have the most of the furniture that I started with. It's really interesting to see your slow upgrades happen. Um, I'm 28, so being on your own, etc. Right? But anyway, so everything always has like lore. So that's why I got to tell y'all about the lore. So like when we were living at the loft, there's huge bag of yarn left over. I'm like, I don't do anything with yarn right now. Like this was before I was crafting or anything like that. I don't do anything with yarn, but I want to keep this as a reminder. I grabbed the yarn and then that's why I said y'all got to watch the old videos. Like my whole life is on here, bro. YouTube, my last post that I think on my community tab page was like, "You've been on here for 10 years, nigga." Damn. Like, so, um, I grabbed that yarn. I still got the yarn from like 7, 8, I don't even know how many years ago. And then I was like, I'm getting my hair finally getting long. Cause like I told you, this is my third time freeforming. So I started doing my hair. I did this. I did my hair finally getting long again. This is only 2 years of hair growth, which is really impressive for my hair postpartum. Hair loss is fucking real, bro. I was taking vitamins for like a good half of this year to help my hair grow because I did. Okay, we're getting off task. I freeformed for like 5 years. Then I did that big chop, the big old buzz cut, and I kept that for like a year. That shit was low, like short. My hair was like, bro, my shit was like out to here for like 5 years. My shit was like there's a photo. I had This is gonna sound funny. This is my husband. I had him take pictures of me in the shower. Like when my hair is wet, your hair is long. My shit was like, bro. So anyway. Um, I first put yarn in my hair. There's a whole video about me, like literally 5 years ago, twisting my hair, putting yarn in my hair, or whatever the hell I said. And now I'm doing it again. And I was like, I want to pick a cool yarn. So this is the retro yarn. This yarn is so cool. Bro, I told you when I really be trying to hold on to my craft stuff. I'd be like really mindful of how I use my stuff. And my yarn shelves have been stocked for a good minute. I've never had them like be barren because I'm always, you know, anyway. What's good, chat? We're just talking about my freeform lock journey. So I did that for like 5 years and I cut my hair off. Had a low cut. I tried to do retwisting or starting my locks again. I think I was still nursing or just had come off of nursing, and your hormones are like through the roof. So I had like a bald spot like right here. Like it wasn't like super bald, but it was getting sparse because like that's what happens like after you have a kid. So I had to wait for my hair to finally grow out of that buzz cut. Black people hair, I don't know why, but my hair was like would grow slow. Like I don't think my mom was putting like the right stuff in my hair. Like it would get long, but I'm like, I feel like it should have been longer. Like I've never had my hair cut. And then because like we going back. I used to get my hair relaxed. My mom would take me to like the salon for a certain point. Then my shit was like finally getting down to here. This is when I had my bleached hair. I had my black hair and then I had my tips bleached. So they were like kind of a brown. It was cute. And then it broke off. Anyway, you'll see that whole like, bro, if you go back to the archives at this point, the artifacts, the what do when something has been at the museum for a minute, this is the hall of fame. I'm being ugly. You go back to that, you see my hair break off from brown, and I don't even know what I did. I had like, bro, the first time I did my freeform locks, I did a fade in the back, and I just had like, yes, bro. I had a freaking fade and I was growing my locks. It got to a point my locks were so freaking heavy on my neck. Bro, my shit was thick. I don't know what like I tried the rice water. You see these videos. Go back to the archives, the artifacts over there. I've been on YouTube for 10 years, bro. Um you see the Go, you can go to my page and be rice water hair growth hack or some BS like that. I tried that shit. And I'm like, Gary, what the fuck am I doing? This is my husband. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know. I don't remember if that worked. We did the ACV wash. I'm like, let's try this, y'all. Um, yeah, that was like all in my first 5 years of freeform and cut that shit off. I was nursing and then my son started pulling on my hair. I had yarn in my hair. I had crystals in my hair. I had a lot of shit. But now look, at this point, bro, this is where he's gonna get cold. Now that my hair, I had to get braids. If you remember, if you've been following my lives, I just started getting braids. Not even a whole year. Maybe it was a year. I was just getting set. Like I was trying to get like 7 braids with some extensions because I was trying to grow my hair out, bro. The fro was like the fro was froing. Like okay, my hat. Should I show y'all my hair? I'm talking about my hair, but I'm trying to stretch it so it'll grow. Like this is a fast track. This is actually kind of crazy. I'm trying to fast track my freeform locks because I finally grew my hair out. I get them braids installed. I wear them. I would wear them for so freaking long, bro. Make sure you like the live. If you staying around for the story, like the freaking live and follow because I be going live every day, bro. Anyway, if you're new, we're restarting my freeform lock journey. This is round 3. First time was just like, okay, we here. But I'm trying to fast track this shit. I can't be looking crazy in the winter time. So I'm probably gonna need to get another like ear cuff thing, or I want to make one. So I'm like, I really need to learn how to sew. I can sew by hand. So if you're new to this channel, I made this sweatshirt going hard till I'm in the tomb. I have 3 size smalls, but if you inquire, and you would like to pay for the sweatshirt to be shipped, so then I can design it because I don't have any more blanks in stock. But if you want to pay, like, I think the extra $12 or something, you want to get this hoodie and you're like a medium or an extra large, send me a message. But right now on hand, where I can just directly ship, I have these going hard till I'm in the tomb. They're like Kid Cudi lines, lyrics. This is the back of it. Um, and I draw all of this myself. I do everything in house. Welcome to my craft room. We're talking about my freeform locks right now. But so I'm trying to fast track my freeform locks. This was like a year of braiding, which is actually insane when I looked at it. Can y'all see that? This was like a year of having my hair braided, uh, and 2 years coming from a buzz cut. A year to probably get my hair long enough so it could start getting braided, and now like 2 years uh for for me to start. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking. I'm chopped. You already know I'm chopped. You want to buy it? Go to confidentialgoods.com, and I'll give you the card to screenshot. It's reversed, so you will need to flip it. This is my business card. This is how you can contact me. Yay! Hey, Cat's Eye. So we're gonna get to crafting today. What's the question? The website is confidentialgoods.com. This is my Instagram, is confidentialgoods. Phone number. I actually have a physical store location, so y'all can come see me. I'm in Wisconsin, and I make rugs and do custom stuff. So, yay! Oh, and Indian money. So, I don't know the tariffs. I know is a situation. So, um, we'd have to discuss that. I'd have to see what it would be. So send me a message. You can email me at shopconfidentialgoods@gmail.com. So you're in Green Bay. What's good? Bro, somebody from Green Bay actually drove down to my shop. Like they ordered like my hoodies. That's like the thing that just makes me so elated. I know I'm not like a big YouTuber or whatever. But when like people like directly reach out to me and they're like, I'm gonna drive down. She drove down with her dog. It was so cute. Like just to come see me because they wanted to come pick up my goods hoodie. So like I'll do like hand embroidery. What's good, Brandon? Um the word goods. So like that's my shit. Like I don't have anything here. I don't have anything here right at the moment because I brought all my hoodies back to my office. But yeah, you can sub. Thank you. I have these in size small, so you can go to confidentialgoods.com. I think they're like 40 right now. And I always try to do front and back designs on my stuff. That would be dope. Thank you. So the website should be updated. You can shop home decor. I make custom clothes and I have like stationery stuff. So right now, I do my sales for the whole month. So I try to be accommodable. I don't know if that's a word, but to everybody, because like I hate when brands would do like a 3 day launch, a 1 day launch flash sale, and it's like I ain't get paid, so I can't support, but that was a really nice launch you had, you know? So when I do my sales, I do them for the entire month. So for October, and I have a sale every month. If you want to support. My sale this month is spooky special trick or treat goodies, 10% off all fall goodies. So I have like pumpkin coasters. I make little coasters you can put in your car's cup holder. I'll show you since we're all new here. I make little coasters you can put in the car's cup holders, and it soaks up the condensation, and you can like take a wet wipe to it or lightly rinse it underwater. I do give rug care, and let me just show you. This is a lot. This is everything that I do. These are my business cards. I got all of my information on one side, and then this is everything I make. So I can make custom clothes. I do embroidery. I make rugs. These are like embroidery hoops you can hang up like in your room. This was like embroidered. My focus is to do like your hip or your waist where your belt would go. And then it got cut off, but I cuffed the ankles and I did the same like cute flower pattern. So like that's my signature sheet. Let me show you. This will be like the embodiment of everything. Um, so yeah, you can shop home decor and clothes with me. I do men and women stuff. So let me get my jacket actually. So this will make it really easy for me to explain what I do. I'm self-taught. So I started with embroidery, then I learned how to make rugs, or started with embroidery, and I guess you could say then I went into like digital arts and I started making prints. I'm in Procreate. I be doing a little something. This is somebody who went from doing we did a tour. You guys gotta know the lore. That's why I say you guys stick around. We did a tour of my old art from high school and I focused mostly with Prismacolor pencils and what are they called? Oil pastels. And like I was doing stuff like that, but I was combining them. Okay. What blew my mind as a kid, I'm still like, it's really cool. I'm still friends with my high school art teacher. What blew my mind was learning about mixed media. How you can make your stuff totally unique is learning media. So I'm out of breath because I'm like really passionate. Oh, and I'm chapped. But what makes me really passionate is just how can I keep mixing these together or whatever and just making something unique. So like combining a lot of my pieces that I was showing probably like last week. We went through my old art was oil pastels and colored pencils. So like I don't know, like if you do something like what's good, Rico? Welcome back. I'm doing good. We just chatting. Yes, there's stationary stuff. So for stationary stuff, I make buttons. I have a button, bro. When I tell you everything is handmade, I self learned how to do all of this. This is my button press. This is so cute. This is my like. We do be getting to cussing a little bit though. She be making me mad, but this is how I make my buttons. I draw my art myself. I cut out the art myself like I have a Cricut and then I press them myself. My buttons, if you want to support me, are the cheapest thing in my shop. They're $3. Um, but yeah, we went on live a few times if y'all remember. The button press sometimes be making me mad. All right, we went off the journey from the freeform locks, but yeah. They do be acting now. We ain't even trying to get into all that. But I'll show y'all my art. We can do a little art tour right now. So, and I also do punch needling. We were gonna do my sweatshirt. That's what I mean when I say I'm chopped. So these were patches I just ironed on, but like I make custom clothes. This is my personal jacket. I'm gonna be filling like this bottom front side up with patches. And then I'm actually gonna put my buttons up here. Do I have my oopsie buttons? Here, I'll show you. This is like I'm archiving my prints, so I want to come out with a new series. So I only have a few more prints left. But this is what like undiagnosed probably ADD looks like because we're going off. These are some of the things that I've drawn. I love you as you are. I love myself as I am. I'm including my prints in my order. So if you order from me, you can get some prints. Keep growing. That's another one. This one says live simply. They're backwards. The flowers I really liked. We got her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So going from like working with colored pencils, like 2D art, to like I guess just learning how to jump to digital art and starting stationary stuff. So I got buttons, I got uh magnets, a lot of stuff. I'm like, should I go over there? But I make rugs too. So I put these elbow pads on. And this is what I mean by my signature embroidery stuff I like to do. I like to do daisies, and then I like to make the daisies look like words. And then the top stitch is a satin stitch. Meow. um, this is my jacket that I'm going to keep working on. I want to put some needle felted stuff like on the back area, but I'll show y'all really quick since some of us may be new. It was not just low key helpful. I need to drink my coffee. We're gonna forget about the damn coffee, y'all. And that would just piss me off. We talked for a good minute. Yeah. So this is my current inventory. I have no oh, I can put them in my chair. I have like no table space. I made a Dragon Ball Z coaster set, the little stars, and all of my coasters they come in a 2-pack set, so you can put one in your 2 cup holders. Right? We got Honorable Sino. We got the little blossom. This is the last one left. I had somebody buy Bubbles and Buttercup. So I got Blossom left, the 2-pack of Blossom. These are handmade by me. We got, what else? There's a lot more. I make headbands too. There, we gotta zoom in. And as of now, I've got just this mouse pad left. It can be a mouse pad or it could be like a hot pot set or a coaster you could set your pans on. Cool. This one's based off, so everything has like a meaning. This one's based off Pete the Cat, if you know who Pete the Cat is. Oh, and so fall stuff, fall stuff. We've got the featured stuff. This is a skeleton set. The head. And where is it? The pumpkins. The pumpkins are really cute. Everybody looks at these. Somebody needs to make this their new home. The pumpkins. These are 20 little pumpkins. They come in a 2-pack. So, oh yeah, I make the tags. Like I make everything in house. So when you come to like my office or my store, you'd be like, "Do you make this?" Yes. Did you make that? Yes. Did you make this? Mm-hmm. Those earrings? Yes. The rugs? Yes. The clothes? Yes. So my website has like over 200 handmade items by me, bro. I am not playing. Um, this is no shade.
But I've never heard of like a store being as versatile as I'm trying to have mine be. You'll go to a store and it'll be like a consignment store. This is no hate. And it'll just be from a bunch of different artists, you know, that well the consignment shop will have to keep. They should be doing this. This is like where it's like, they're not really doing their job. If somebody's like, oh my goodness, um, I want to have a rug made. I had my rugs in a shop before, and then like, I was gonna give them your card, but I couldn't find it. I'm like, I left extra, like what I mean. So I'm not okay. We went off on the tangent. I'll keep my mouth shut. But like you go into like a consignment store or like, just whatever store and it's made by a bunch of different brands. But I want to be the sole person like that's making everything. So that's the unique thing about my shop. And I'm also a yoga instructor and I offer yoga, meditation, sound healing, Reiki. Yeah. We've been doing the thing for a little bit. Yeah. I'll show you. I'm not going to take them out the packaging, but these are my earrings I make. These are all hand embroidered. Everything's packed up because it's market season. I'm still in the middle of it. But if you see it, then you can shop it. It's on confidentialgoods.com. I got watermelons. And this, I love doing the daisy design. We got a bunch of colors, an assortment of daisies. These are pink. This is little sun. I got a bird's nest. I made bird's nest earrings with the little eggs in them. There's a daisy one back there. There. So check out my earrings. I don't know. That's kind of all I got right now. Everything else is at the shop. We've been working on a corset. Let me put these coasters back up. Sun like this, sun like that. Oh, she thick. What the heck? Is it bulging? Oh, that's the problem. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna clip it. All right, I'm gonna show y'all the. That's the corset. Y'all gonna have to flip your screens. I'm just gonna hold it on the tripod. There. We stitched this custom corset. There you have it. Dun 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 dun. All right, because y'all are on my tripod. What's good? We got 12 people in the chat. I guess while we're still mobile, before I take my seat, I need to turn lights on. Lights on. It's a gloomy day. A gloomy, gloomy, gloomy day. My commissions are open if you're interested in a custom rug. That's the next thing I plan to do is stretch my canvas and I'm going to make a rug. Right now I'm doing some punch needling. We finished up the sisters, the sisters coasters. These are going to be like mouse pads, but you could use them as a coaster too. It's a nice little mat. This is punch needle. I'm sorry. The frame is just kind of weird. This is what I see when I'm working on it. And then that's what you see from the front. Okay. So let's get down to business. I'm gonna take my jacket off. I'm gonna take my jacket off because I was hot. I don't know if you know that sound clip. No, it's I took my glasses off. I don't know why my brother thought that was so funny. It was a guy on YouTube telling like a story time. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put buttons on both of these collars. I need one more. This one's it's a wave. I'm trying to show you the right way. It's a wave with the sun. Let's have a seat. So we're gonna start working on the picture frame. It's a lot of totes I have to open today, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that. This tote over here has the frame I'm gonna be working on. Or gluing to, I suppose. Yeah. Too many cords. Ah, I have a million hoodies on this this chair. Here. Now we gotta grab our yarn. Why do I feel sniffly? I don't like this. Why is everyone staring at me? I don't know what that's. What's going on, bullsack? What does that mean? I think if it's a bull, then it's automatically a male if I'm not, you know. So would a male have nuts? Nutcrackers? I don't I'm pulling my frame just a wee bit. We're gonna be working on the picture frame, which is this box design. You can see it from the side. All right. 8:47. We was on a little rat. These are like compression gloves. And just since I use my hands a lot, I've been just trying to use gloves in the times that I can. Besides gluing, I'm trying to wear my gloves more often. You need a punch needle, your threader, got an eye on it. The whole thing is an eye. It's just the wire you gotta split. It's gonna keep shaking. And I got gray gloves on, so that's very helpful. Trying to spin it. But you just pull it apart and you can thread your yarn through that. And you need your clippers. You could use regular scissors, but like I only need I can already be in a pincer. Grip. These are like the scissors I use. Which I need to get some more because I don't think they're cutting because there's glue on them. I'd be cutting everything with all of my scissors. Crazy. Like literally putting mileage. You know how like wear and tear when you have a business. That's crazy. The upgrades this year was just crazy. I still need to get some stuff for the craft room upgraded. Uh, we have entered the danger zone, chat. I hate this part. My shit broke. The danger zone. I've gotten like stabbed by these before. The little. This is like if you drop it, you're still able to find your freaking threader. This is like wire. You see that shit? That shit stabbed me before. That hurt. Man, I got these gloves on. Because they're sharp. I'm gonna try to put it back in, but it's usually a lost cause. I don't know why they be making them so cheap though. Like, what can I do when this little piece of paper rips? Because now it's going to be a challenge trying to stick them both in, and that's how I got stabbed. It's the two ends you're trying to put together. And I just pushed up, but now this is really loose. This isn't good. It catches it too, so it doesn't go all the way down your needle. So that stinks. I brought a bunch of these. I had to get them from Hobby Lobby. I brought a bunch of these because we use them for my craft workshops. And I did a punch needling one earlier this year, which reminds me, you got to join the Winter Craft Club if y'all want to make some art. We'll do some make and take art at the office. I'm just trying to thread it right now. But I brought a bunch of these for the workshop that I did earlier this year, and one of them came with a broken threader. Come on now. Like, get it together. Please. Hobby Lobby is the only place you can get punch needling. A punch needle. I think you could get some this much supplies from Michael's, but Hobby Lobby is where I got these punch needles from. And they're thick enough for yarn. The first punch needle, I've showed y'all that one before. The first punch needle was like for very skinny yarn. I'm like, what the heck? Like, well, that's not helpful. That just seems very expensive. I'm still trying to figure out, so what yarn do y'all be buying that's that skinny? It's like trying to fit it through a pinhole. So I'm like, you want me to use embroidery floss? That seems like very, 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 very time consuming. So I like these with the bigger eye hole. Make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. So we're gonna make some squares. I'm gonna make a picture frame here. I start with an outline. So I just went up, now I'm going across. When you punch needle, you got to make sure the eye is open, the direction or facing the direction you're going. And it just takes, see, I'm at a corner. This is my small rotation. So watch my thumb. I'm going to rotate it and I can kind of guess where the eye hole is going to line up. And now I can come down. I'm going to make like a checkered print for this picture frame. It's going to be black and white. One thing about punch needling and just rug making, this is how you can make a rug by hand. But one thing is be mindful of your punches and where you put them specifically because the yarn expands on the other side. So it looks neat and clean from this side. It all looks flat. But the other side, it punches and then kind of opens up over the hole you just made so the yarn stays in place. Because when you punch needle, you're just lifting. I'm going to pop a stitch. Punch down. My needle tip just grazes over and then I punch back down. Just grazes over and then I punch down. Um, and you can tell when the yarn is getting thick because then you won't be able to make a punch. Like it shouldn't be thick here because there's literally just one row because now I'm doing my second row in. It's not that thick. One row is not that thick. And you don't have to make them super close, but you want to just get them close enough so your stitches are close together. If you've got your stitches all the way spaced out, it's not going to look like a full rug. And I like punch needling because you can do it without I'm sorry. You can do it without electricity. You could be outside, you got the sunlight to see your stitches. If you can bring this in an embroidery hoop. So I've made them I've stretched smaller frames when I was using monk's cloth. This is Premier, something like that cloth, which is like it's neater, it's cleaner, it doesn't fray, but I do prefer my monk's cloth. Monk's cloth just frays a lot. I can tell the difference when I'm using this fabric. But you just need some monk's cloth, stretch it out. You can stretch it and make a rug in an embroidery hoop. If you just plan to use one color, you could just pack one ball of yarn and all your stuff literally fits in a pencil case because this is what I use. My needle, my threader, scissors, and then I keep this is stuff with also embroidery. So I got other scissors and a little piece of tape and it still fits my punch needle. This all can fit in a pencil case. So you could literally take your punch needling on the go. And so that's why I like this craft. I've been kind of out of my synchronization, if you will. Um, and this is like really important for me to share as a full time artist. And what am I saying? Just to avoid burnout. Too many artists get burnt out. We were already talking about that earlier. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Make sure you like the live. You popping in. How to avoid burnout as an artist? I'm always switching up my mediums, and so that's why I learned a lot of different things. So I can still be creative and just jump to something else that I have learned, and now it can be a meditation for me, so I can still feel relaxed. Because when you're making art, you should feel relaxed, right? You shouldn't be making art in a stressful way. It's stressing you out. That's not art. That's like, I don't know. That energy will be conveyed. So you need to be in a good, relaxed mood when you're making art because it's coming from your heart. Listen to your heart. So avoid burnout and switch up your medium. We were stitching a corset, right? We were using a very skinny, tiny needle. I'm having to rethread it every time. Okay, that's getting a little redundant for me. Okay, I need to switch it up. Now I'm punch needling. I love it. So thank you. Cricket isn't really meditative for me. It's something like a task. I don't, when I use my Cricut, it's always like a task. I use my Cricut for branding. So I make all of my tags myself. Clothing tags, like pop tags. I make the ribbons and things when people get rugs from me. The the tags you saw on those coasters. So it's not really meditative using the Cricut. The Cricut is always praying and not stressing out. You know the guy that got the cigarette? It better work this time. That's how it is using my Cricut. I have the Maker 3. Um, please don't slide on the mat. I hope this tape is gonna keep it in place. I need to run to the bathroom because like Cricut, this is why I don't consider Cricut like, oh, a talent. You clicking buttons on a Cricut machine. Like now, if you use the Cricut and make it a mixed medium, how do you do that? So how I make my Cricut a mixed medium, I make all of the tags. So when you like you see on the rug, I don't got an example right in front of me because I packed them up. I'm punch needling, but then the little tag sticking out once I make it a final product, it'll say confidential goods, like use a ribbon and doing all of that. That's how I make a Cricut a mixed medium. Just picking a pattern off of Cricut.com, buying that pattern, and just clicking a button and walking away is not a talent using a Cricut machine. A Cricut machine is, in my opinion, you can use it as a hobby, but it's like a resource. It's, you know, an addition. I don't know. Now, learning the program, that's totally different. But, you got to learn a program anyway. Cricut doesn't count as handmade. Gluing something that you brought the pattern. You didn't even design the pattern, bro. That's what be making me mad. Well, you brought the girl mom. You brought that font. You didn't even type it out. You spent $5. They got free fonts. So I be making all of my designs myself before I upload it. I've never paid for the Cricut, the Cricut Premium. They be trying to get me with that ever since I've had a Cricut since like 2022. Never paid for that subscription. They is getting you. They is getting in your pockets with that one. Or the gnome stuff, bro. Please stop with that. The gnome stuff, everybody's getting mad with the AI tumblers. That's crazy. All right, we made one square. I was getting mad all over again. We're making a checkered picture frame now. These are my previous rugs I made. They're little Afro women. When you make a rug, you work backwards. So we're working backwards right now. All of the squiggles are going to be black. So squiggles you can see on the little board. If anybody has any leads, you're in Wisconsin, of a good Goodwill to check out, or if you got a mirror, I'm looking for another mirror that already has like the hanging hardware on it. I could attach it, but I would want to make sure I get some good screws, I suppose. Um, but like the picture frame hangings already attached to it. I'm looking for another picture frame mirror I can make. Um, because I have another mirror idea and I haven't had any luck finding mirrors. So like Goodwill or any place I should go check out that got a cheap mirror that I can upcycle for that. For the I'm already thinking about spring summer markets because a lot of my stuff is flowers. And these lines aren't really helpful. It's got like if you can see, come on now. That's what I mean. It's not really forgiving for when you're trying to use a punch needle. It probably was it better with a tufting gun? I think it was a little better. I've done a few rugs to a few canvases I've stretched using this to check it out. The lines don't even matter though. Can you see the lines? It's got like guidelines. You see these orange guidelines? It don't matter. You stretch it out. Now my lines are wavy. So you got to be extra sure if you're making like words that your words aren't going to get stretched out. Trying to finish this square outline. And you'll see that from here. Just a reminder, no live tomorrow. I'm going on a field trip. But if you want to catch my lives, I should be live Friday, like 8 a.m. to like 9:40. So it's just going on 9. We got about 40-ish minutes because that's how quick school will be. Take another break, take another sip. Hey, what's good? Thank you. Thank you, Kendra. It's order pickup day. So if you placed an order, you can pick them up anytime today. I need to remind some of the people today. So after this live, I need to send them messages because I got everything here. Or if you place an order, I'll be able to mail it today as well. As long as the post office is open. So all fall and spooky stuff is 10% off this month, and you can shop at confidentialgoods.com. I do a sale every month for like the entire month. Next month is November. It's 10% off jeans and denim. So all of my jeans will be 10% off. You can check out. I know I have, I think, a size 5, I have a size 12, a size 15, a size 10, that are all like custom handmade stuff I did on them. So, or embroidery, or I bleached them or something like that. Um, and I have a men's like 32 Lee brand. You know how those fit. I do have a changing room at my shop, so you can always come and try something on. Oh no, it's getting tight. So I'm gonna space out my stitches. And we have some fall coasters, a part of that deal. You got to check out the Boot Bad Vibes sticker. We have a few of those stickers still left. They're little ghosts. And my sticker says Boot Bad Vibes. They are laminated. I do like all the lamination, and I cut my stickers all in house. Um, I don't outsource or third party my production. Um, So those should be able to be on water bottles, but please don't submerge it. Like, don't be testing it like a YouTuber be doing it. I'm gonna test if this computer can last being dropped from 100 floors. Don't be doing them type of tests. Like, don't submerge the sticker and be like it didn't stick because you just, we put it through the dishwasher or something. You got just hand wash it. Usually they'll say hand wash the water bottle. So if you want the stickers to last, because I make them in house, um, they're laminated, but don't submerge them in water if you want to put them on your water bottle. Now I've got them on my computer. Let me see. I think I got the Boot Bad Vibes one actually. Let's put this down for a moment. Oh, my stickers. Oh no, I have my Be Kind. I got Be Kind on here. There's the Be Kind sticker. This one I made. Be Kind. I have a few of the Morning Wiggle and the Crazy Yoga. Sometimes I'll throw these stickers in. I don't know how many I have left. They might be in my office. I'll have to see where they are. But if you want like a one that supports my yoga business, my yoga business is Ashlee's Crazy Yoga. Um, these stickers are from there. But yeah, the Be Kind one is the one I made. Let me just find this one so I can show y'all. Ooh. The Boot Bad Vibes. This is like one of my fall Halloween stickers. I feel like I gotta sneeze. See, it's laminated, so it's a little shiny. My eyes trying to water. But I drew this myself, and I have my Cricut cut it out too. My stickities are $5, and there's a bunch of stationery stuff you can check out. Those are one of my favorites. My eyes is watering. Okay. So we'll just see how far we get. We're about to finish up another square. If you are local or in Wisconsin, I do have just a few more. This is the longest I've gone with doing craft markets. I've done over 10 this year. And I've been trying to keep a spreadsheet to see like, okay, this was a good market, this was my profit, or this wasn't a good market, and I've been making notes because I tried a bunch of different ones this year throughout Wisconsin. We even went to Chicago for a market. Um, what's my point? If you're local in the Wisconsin area, I'm going to be in Mequon for the fall family market October 25th. I'll be doing like an outdoor market. So I'm going to just say dress accordingly because it is getting to be fall over here in the Midwest. Oh, I don't know if it's allergies or what have you, but like, was it a lot of pollen? You wouldn't expect it, but it is in fall. And we had to move here last year. So we've been here for a little over a year. And I'm like, it ain't never been this crazy. My allergies. I feel like it's trying to flare up, bro. Where did I put my scissors? I'm chopped. If you like fun rugs, I have a Courage the Cowardly Dog rug. I have a cigarette pack, I called it Newsport. Though that rug. What else? I have a rainbow rug I made. I have a rug that I hand wound 96 pom poms, and it's all like the primary colors. It's red, blue, green, purple. Um, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Yellow. It's like those kid primary colors. That rug has 96 pom poms. Looking for a fun rug to put in your house. I do the service I want to offer is interior design help. So being able to help you put your room together. Um, so like your theme is orange. You can shop the orange decor items I have. So like little wall hangings I make, or at one point I had like an orange mirror. Um, then you could move on to the rugs and see what type of orange rugs I have. And I usually use the same. What's good, Steve? Welcome back. I usually use the same oranges, the same colorway. So, you buy you go to a store how it is for everybody, and you're buying stuff and you're trying to match the exact shade of pink. You could just ask me, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was this color I use, and then I can make it, use the same yarn to make you a rug, to make you a yarn painting or something like that, and then you would have the whole cohesive room. I actually don't know how much black this is going to be. I think this may be enough. This is the ball. This is the ball I'm working with. I think that should be enough for this square. I'm skipping every other square. Thank you for the likes. That's the website if y'all want to check it out. We just go in until probably like 9:40. Get in the zone. Auto zone. So, yeah, I'll be in Mac 1 next Saturday for the family fall market, 11 to 3 p.m. And then November, this is like where I'm wrapping it up in November. I don't know if I'm signed up for something in December. I think I needed to wait to hear back. So I don't know. The lights or the likes? Yeah, make sure you like the live if you enjoy cozy crafts. They just gonna get cozier when it get cold over here. You know it's snow. Oh, it be snowing over here. I don't play. I might have to get the heater. I have a heater in here. That's the crazy thing. I have like a space heater. It was for the massage room we had at the old studio because it would take forever. It was a new like heat system, but it still would take forever for the back room to warm up. And when we had a massage therapist, that room would be cold. Or it was just really doing Reiki. It got real cold real quick. I was like, I remember I told Carrie, please go get one. I think I was still pregnant. No, was not. That was before. Am I tripping? I don't know. I haven't really been on TikTok live. I haven't been on TikTok. I posted. I've been posting like little videos. I've been trying to post at least once a day, but that's a lot. Be on YouTube, post on Snapchat, maybe Instagram story, and go to Facebook, say something. Ha ha hoo hoo. Swing round, come and chill with me. I got your favorite, so I got it on my TV. But we don't have to watch that. I turn out the radio. I don't want to wake up. Don't think about it too much, too much. That was my song. Sing. I'm gonna have to play that. I'm the cool mom that be blasting her music. Drop my scissors. That song, but they got like so many renditions of it. I'm like, y'all should have came out with the slow version first. That's my favorite version. The I don't even know this. I forgot the name of the song. Shazam it. Let me sing it and then y'all can Shazam. Ring round, come on, chill with me. I got your favorite. Wait, if Sean sang it, yes, the slow one. Ring round, come on, chill with Sean. We got the favorite. So I got it on my screen, baby. We ain't got to let that go. Sean turn off the radio. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no money. Baby, don't think about it. Too much corrector. That's the lore. That's the lore. If y'all ain't seen Sean on this channel, that's the lore. At night, when we be chopped, Sean be the funniest. And I never get my camera out. What's good? We got everybody in the chat today. I gotta remember how that song was sang. I was laughing so hard. You go on my Instagram or my Facebook. I shared like it was this black lady was she did her rendition of Taylor Swift's new album, and that and he's mine. He's all I got. A white American man, and I'm his. I'm white American girl, and I'm a little insecure. It was so funny. He's all that I got. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta just go watch my story. That was so funny. Cause like I seen the video on TikTok. This black lady, she's like playing the guitar, but she had like such a unique voice. Everybody was commenting. I'm like, I do like her voice. He's all that I got. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sean Strong is a vibe. All right, what time is it? We got probably time for one more square. I almost want to go look it up on my Facebook. Like maybe pull up the iPad. He's all that I got. Taylor singing about her man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is funny. I just dropped my son off at school, and then I turn on my Spotify, and it was a Waka Flocka song. I do it for my dogs. I do it for my niggas, or something like. I, I can't play it because then I'll get a copyright. But that's the song that starts playing. I said I didn't play this. It's like when you get to the end of your playlist, then Spotify starts playing recommended music that kind of matches the vibe of the playlist you were listening to. And I'm like, that's the song it chose. Thank you. I rolled my hat up. That's I rolled it a million times. Today, chill. I might have to hop on Tickety Talk. I might post some some videos, some behind the scenes shit. When Sean get to cussing, that'd be the funniest thing. Okay. So like we always are making up like funny like situations with Sean, like me and my husband. And it's like Sean and Coretta. Coretta is like the girlfriend he with, but like not really with at the same time. So when I be putting the wig on, I haven't put the wig on in a minute, y'all. Um, so like Sean, they go to the gas station or something like that. Coretta like put her stuff on the counter. Sean put his stuff on the counter. The cashier. That'll be $23.95. See, Sean forgot his call. I ain't got no money, baby. And it'd be like it would be something funny like that. See, it be going quick. You be always having to stretch out some yarn. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this square. He's all that I got. I be having to explain stuff to my husband because TikTok, like the TikTok humor is way different than how other platforms be. People that be doing like references to stuff be crazy. He just be hustling. That's the thing. Sean just be on the street hustling. You need you need your tires tinted. Sean got you. You know you need your grass mopped. Sean got you, bro. And he be walking with the wide legged walk. Sean just be going through it. Take me there. Take me there. I had to say it. I've been hustling, man. It been my Sean been on day 3 going to the clinic to get his blood drawn. Now that's down bad. I ain't gonna lie. Or speak on that. They said they found Legos in my blood. What? Sean don't remember how that got there. Now that's crazy. Sean just been going through it, man. Shit. You ever be in the middle of watching a YouTube video and it cut off? That's down bad. But Sean, ain't it free? Sean ain't got no minutes. It don't work like that. Cut the cameras off. Cut the cameras off. All right, we almost there. We almost there. I'm running out of yarn. Open house is this Saturday. We're gonna be open for a few hours. I'm gonna open it up online too if you want to take advantage of the sales we'll be having in store. I'll do like an online sale if you want to catch something this Saturday. Open house, there'll be my wellness services will be discounted if you want to book a session with me, or you can do a bundle deal. Um, for Saturday only, my services will be 40. So you can get like an hour Reiki session or um, personal training session, meditation, sound healing session, or a yoga one-on-one session. That day only. You can buy as many 1 hour services as you want at that price before it goes back to the regular price. So, um, yeah, send me an inquiry about that. If you're interested in the wellness services. What did I say was going to happen with this? I think it's going to be 10% off in my shop. So if you looking on my website and there's something that you want to get, you can wait until Saturday and say I want to get this and I'll tell you what the sale price is, and then I do ship throughout the United States. I use USPS and UPS, and it's both of them I think are priority. It is Wednesday. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Um, yeah, it's getting to be 9:30, and I'm kind of cool on this. I'm gonna unthread. Take breaks, y'all. Make sure you take breaks so you don't screw up your back. Or screw up your hands. It's still looking wet out there. All right, so this is what we did today. I just did four. Oh, I did four black squares. It's going to be a checkered rug, black and white, black and white. And then after that, we'll, go with the white. We got some coasters all around here to do. Woohoo! So that's the back side. That's what it looks like from my end. And then this is what y'all see. You see how it expands? It didn't look that the two squares together. It didn't look that close, did it? Huh? They look kind of far away. No, they not cousins, they brothers. They close. They oh, I'm not saying it like this a girl. Um girl, I be I be saying girl just to be funny, and I don't mean it in like a gender type of way. The coasters, girl, I'm gonna have smiley faces. I'm gonna do evil eye, which is funny. Why? Was her? You changed your name. Commented those evil eyes. I'm gonna have smiley face sets. I'm gonna have evil eye sets. Um, we need to restock the globe coasters, and I think I had two more ideas. I can't remember. I think I might do a flower, a pink flower, and something else. I can't remember. But once I get there, I will get there. Yeah. I feel like my mom always would say, "Girl, and then go into whatever she was about to discuss. I was gonna say that, but then I caught myself. I'm like, I don't want to offend anybody, so I got yarn in my pocket. Okay, that instant went quick, but yay! You changed your picture. Look at you. Okay. So that's what we worked on today. Like I said, if anybody places an order, I will have my prints. My prints will be in your orders. I always like to put like little stuff in there. Um, oh, I do have my yoga stickers are here. But thank y'all for being here, joining us. We do cool stuff like make corsets and rugs. Oh, that's the Coretta wig on the floor. But this is my Santa's little workshop. I need to mention to y'all. Come shop my hats. It's hat season. My jean jacket, I'll put it back on again and I'll show y'all. Hats. Shop the hats. The single line hats are only 15 and then my double ones are 30. These are way thicker. I make the pom-poms myself and I make the hats. I wind the hats myself. My son also helps me with the hats, but I can make hat and scarf sets. I put little pom-poms on the bottom. Look at these. The pom-pom on top was really cool. So, shop my hats. I think it's under accessories or something like that. This is the one, all of them I can fit on. I'm trying out these little hat hangers. I'm going to be using these at my market next Saturday. We got more hats in here though. I got new storage carrying bags. We got this hat. This is like the confidential style, and these they're meant to be rolled up. The pom-pom on this one. These are single line. All these single line ones are 15. I made all of these. This one's a double line one. These are 2 different blues, which I thought was cool. The pom-pom versus the hat. This was like a ombre kind of hat. But we got a great selection, y'all. Let me tell you. This is a sage one. These are all listed on the website that's pinned down below. This one's cute. I think I titled this one Teddy Bear. This one's really cute. It's a single line one. This one's only 15. Bro, you can get 2 hats for $30. All handmade. So I'm doing custom orders too. I'll put my thing up, my phone on a tripod on an interstate. So I'm doing right now. If you want a yarn painting, I haven't started anything with that before I get into my my body's like I'm trying to explain how my thinking is. So like I said, I'm always rotating my medium. So if I'm punch needling or if I'm hello, welcome to the chat, punch needling or embroidering or doing some digital stuff, then I get an itch. I want to do a painting, but I don't. There'll never be a point where I'm like, but I don't have any inspiration. This is to all my artists. I keep a Word doc, and like I said, I'm always rotating my medium. So I'll put. I don't want to give one of my ideas away. I'll put Christmas light embroidery hoop Christmas lights, and then I'll put in parentheses embroidery hoop. So then I know which medium it's going to be. So if I get inspiration, I want to stitch something, I can go and be like, well, what's something I could do right now? Oh, I'll look through my list. This says embroidery. So maybe I start stretching a hoop and start working on like this Christmas stitch thing hoop, you know? Or if I'm like, I'm getting the itch right now, like I was saying, I want to make a painting. Let me go through my list. What painting ideas have I gotten through just throughout the day. Every time I get an idea, I write it down immediately. So I have like 2 pages of inspiration. Okay, I've done too many rugs. I don't want to do rugs anymore. But when I come back to it, I'll have a list of like, oh, I can go back and, let me see if I got my colors to start. What colors do I need to go buy? You know, so this is the jean jacket. I've been working on this since like 2022. Okay. This is what I mean. Like I'd be so humble and like I really try to be humble with my shit, bro. I've been working on my shit for like 4 years of my art. This sweatshirt I have in a size small. I have 3 size smalls left. This is something I made. Um, I just think I make cool shit, okay? And so I'm like, I need something I can keep. So I made this hoodie. This is my personal hoodie that I wear, but this one's available in my shop. I think it's only like 40. This is the jean jacket I'm making. My friend gave me this jacket and I just been designing with it. I put confidential on here earlier this year. I put a yoga. This is from Girl Scouts. I led a Girl Scout troop at my studio. Did you know? This is why I said, okay, if you didn't know, I used to be a Girl Scout and a Brownies when I was little. And so I was first introduced to yoga in the 5th grade, and my mom, she didn't want me wearing like no spandex being in the 5th grade. So I went to the freaking yoga class wearing jeans, and like these were like, okay, you didn't want me wearing like leggings or something more comfortable to do yoga. And my family was not active like that. Like my mom said she did track, but like I didn't see anything real. She had a desk job, you know what I mean? Doing anything real physical afterwards. So, what am I trying to say? I lose my train of thought too easily, man. Be too sharp. I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, I don't know how we got on like being active. Anyway, I can't think of where I left off. The jean jacket. Oh, so she never really brought athletic clothes. That's what I'm trying to say. So when it came for me to have to start changing for like gym class, we went to the boys section to buy my shorts. Like I couldn't wear like no regular girl shorts. And so like not until recently have I seen my mom like in workout stuff because she started walking recently. Um, so not knowing how to dress me, I literally went to the yoga class. I had like these jeans on. I'm like, you want me to wear jeans? But then they had like a corset back tie. I'm not trying to show my butt, but like where the belt buckle would go was like some corset strings. Do you remember the brand Candy from Kohl's? That's how old I am. You remember the brand Candy, and it was like the Abby Downey era in Kohl's, and everybody was getting that skater boy skinny jeans shit. It was like kind of previous to that. Candies, it was that brand of pants that I wore to yoga class, and they was too baggy on me. So it was full. This is why I'm saying this is full circle for me to get this badge. Everything I do has like a meaning to it. I was introduced to yoga at like 10 years old. And then I said by the time I got into like high school, then we started a yoga unit again, um, which I really appreciated. I had to do one more credit of Phi Ed, and I'm like, I'm not trying to play no freaking flag football. I'm not trying to play with no sports. I don't want to play with no butt. See, pause. I was about to say something. I'm not trying to do that. So there was like a different course you could take, which was core strength. You learn Pilates, you learn weightlifting, and then they had like a yoga unit. I wrote this. This is in my book. So if you want to support me as an Amazon bestseller, in 2020, I wrote a book about like literally my journey of how I became a yoga teacher. So in the book, I mentioned I wore jeans to my first uh, class. And then by the time I got to high school and I did my core strength class, I actually brought a yoga mat. I brought a yoga mat and I was so cool with my, I'm still cool with them. I'm still my friends with my high school gym teacher. I was leaving like my yoga mat. I brought a Lululemon yoga mat. I was so excited. I was like going on Lululemon when they had like an app. I don't know if they still have like an app or if it's still as cool as it was literally 10 years ago. That mat is like freaking 10 years old. That's crazy. I still have my first yoga mat, but that's the mat I brought. And I thought it was so cool because it was made out of recycled tires. That's why it lasted so long. Lululemon actually made mats that lasted a good while and not like you hear about people practicing daily and it looked like rug burn. Like it looked like a nigga skirted their ass on the yoga mat. If when I see people with daily mats and they be like these expensive Lululemon, please stop buying mats from Lululemon. They're already like, they don't like black people and Asian people. Um, you can look at the history of Lululemon. Don't buy no yoga mat from Lululemon. I always recommend like I just got introduced it and not introduced. This is like going on 7 years of using a microfiber mat. Get a microfiber mat. Spend the money and support Yogi Peace Club because that's where I got my mats from and I still use them to this day. It's packed up, but they had like a really cool circular mat. I don't know if they got circular mats anymore, but then I brought like a traditional rectangle mat. Anyway, I would leave my yoga mat in the gym teacher's classroom or her office and I would take it out when we were ready to practice yoga. I'm like, I want to get my personal mat. I don't want no sticky funky mat because they're not cleaning the mats, how a yoga studio would at school. They're not cleaning the mats how that you're supposed to, probably. So I'm like, I don't want to be on no funky mat. I brought my own mat because I had a job. Yes, ma'am. And this was before I even became a yoga teacher. Because when you become a yoga teacher, that's the only reason you're going to Lululemon. Besides that, don't go to Lululemon, bro. Because I was going there, you get a discount. You get like 10, 15, 20, 25% off the Sweat Collective discount. So if you are a fitness instructor, all you got to do is show your name on the schedule or a class that you teach, and then you can get the discount. And I think you have to update it every year. But anyway, I'm spitting ball. um, Full circle. I opened my own yoga studio, and then I had a Girl Scout troop reach out to me to actually come to a yoga studio, my studio. And then this is the badge that the kids got, and then they also gave me one, which was really sweet. So that's why it's full circle. I was a Girl Scout. I went to a yoga studio to get my meditation badge or whatever wellness badge. Then little girls come to my studio. See, that's cool. So that's why everything got a meaning. Okay, this is my jacket, how it's coming along. elbow pads, and this is the back. This is all hand stitched. Um, Unbothered bitch. I don't have to censor it. It ain't offensive unless you want it to be. Tashi, tashi, tashi. You know. Thank you for the likes. But I think I've been working on this since like 22. We're gonna add more patches to the bottom. The mushroom and the bear are new. I wanted those to be together. I got those at the same time. The bear is like cute. It's got a little fuzz on it. Got a little. Thank you so much, Rico. I appreciate that. I've been trying. Yeah, the first edition I did was the embroidery. So that embroidery is from like 22 or 23. Because I remember I made like a reel and a short of me embroidering this back. Um, and yeah, like I got really good either at hiding my loops. It was probably I was hiding my loops, but by the time I got to this jacket, I didn't have huge snagging loops. It was already clean by the time I got to this point. So I'm very proud of my work. The loops aren't as bad. This is my 2022 work. And I kept it very layered. Oh, and then that's how it translated. Yay! The chest, not the chest, but the upper back piece I want to do needle felting and I haven't done it in years now, which is sad to say. A year or two. I have one more needle felted piece if you want to support. It's a moth embroidery hoop. So if you go on my website and look at my hoops, I made a moth. And needle felting is taking like felt and stabbing it into shapes. It's really cool. It's like a repetitive, like really meditative practice. Please be careful that you don't get stabbed with a needle. There's like little finger gloves you can wear. So I had a lot of gloves. This is a thumb glove. If things get really hard, don't be afraid to get one of these. Push that monkey through there. Take me through that. Okay. If you're sewing through a very hard thing, I should have worn these, but I was putting it on my table to push my needle through. Or I'll use a pliers. I need to push it through, and once it pokes through, then I'll take my pliers and continue and pulling. Don't stress your hands out, okay? Here it is. These are also like needle felt gloves, but always like for protection. Look how this thing looked like it got shot up, bro. I'm always like I would always have like even extra finger protection, but these are like okay, that was ugly. But these are needle felting gloves. Look at my thumb. It got shot up, bro. You you can just see all of the little nicks. I actually had the needle pass through there, like through the stitching. I know you can see the stitching. The stitching kind. Why does this look like a dolphin's mouth? This is me being chopped, but does that not look like the dolphin smile? How they would make it look? But anyway, so this is crazy. I had my needle pass through the stitching, and it felt like when something the car goes like right past their head or something crazy, and then the actors it went like right past. That was crazy. I don't know how my maybe I was pulling it through with this hand. Yeah, I don't know. But that was crazy. Okay, I had to use that technique of pushing it on the table. So I say this as well. I want to help you preserve your things. And if you need me to like sew your purse, I just sewed this purse up. Um, I mend things, so like you can send me a picture and I can do my best to help give your stuff new life. A couple extra miles on it. So I had to sew through that. This is my stitching right here. I had to make my own holes. So that's why it was a little difficult. I was by hand sewing through three leather or layers of leather. And then this is my actual stitching right here. from here to here. I redid the saddle stitch. So I gave the bag new life. You can see more saddle stitch. These were my stitches that I added. Because this, it was of course this side, so it was difficult kind of moving this little flappy piece out the way, but I gave the bag new life. Yay! So my friend dropped her purse off, and now she can continue to use it. And there are goodies. So I'm gonna put a print in the purse for them. Okie dokie. Thank you. Um, so I actually learned how to saddle stitch in like the spring. I made a whole leather purse from scratch, bro. I had this is why I say I'm like I really try to be humble with my shit. Like that shit was crazy. I made an entire like Hermes bag. Okay. You you can trademark it, and I hope I don't get in trouble for it because the FB app was mad and they said your bag looks very similar. My bag, if you seen that picture of that leather purse that I made, they said your image is too similar to this and you're stealing images. This was a photo I took from my camera roll, and they're trying to say that they had the rights to it. So they took it down. So I reposted it, and then I tagged the video of me sewing it together. What are you going to say about that? So I didn't just put a picture up, I put a picture up and a video of me actually making the purse. I'm like, bro, don't say that. Like, don't that my work is AI generated or whatever, like, or I'm taking images and claiming they're my own. It was literally from my camera roll. You can go watch the lives. That's earlier this year, spring. So I learned how to saddle stitch. I stitched like all the corners. The corners were a little difficult to do. But I appreciate it. Like when you work with leather, I had to make holes. That was very freaking hard. But usually you have like a perforated cutter thing that'll pre punch the hole so all you can pass through your needle a little easier. That wasn't the case. But I still made it work. I'm being ugly. I'm being ugly. I just like I'm very proud of my work. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very grateful how far I come. And just keep working at stuff because like yo, you get good at it. Like don't give up. Maybe you just need to find a different creative outlet. See, for me, I was drawing. I'm like, this ain't cutting it. How the hell am I gonna sell some drawings? Wait a minute. What if I drew it but then turned it into a rug? You know? Thank you. So I'm still able to use my drawing abilities and then turn them into bro. This is what I mean. Like y'all not ready. Where's my I'm really excited to turn this into a rug. I've been waiting to do this. I'm waiting for my orders to get picked up so I don't start something new. You know what I mean? I don't like starting something new and then not being able to continue to come back to it. Really excited to turn this into a rug. So I drew this. I took and then I made the stars and stuff. So something like that. This is gonna be so funny. I'm him. I'm yeah. So that'll be my next canvas stretch. That's gonna be nice. Thank you. No live tomorrow. I'm going to be on a field trip. I'm wondering if I should make I'm him into like a hoodie or something. Like that's what I want to make some like really cool shit. Like y'all not ready. Please support my art because it's only gonna get like funnier and doper. That's all I'll say. Um, to being able to do like some real cool launches. I got some really fun ideas for y'all. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I usually don't go live at night. I'm like, maybe, but it's still like a weekday for me, so I don't know how I'll be feeling. Last few days I got home very late. Not very late, but like late to get my son to bed. But Friday morning I should be live. So turn your post notifications on because I go live. I try to go live around 8 a.m. to like 9:40. We went a little over because we was chilling. We was chatting a little bit. You can follow my other platforms. Stay up to date. My Instagram is where I'm always posting sales and like some more behind the scenes stuff if you want to see it in real time. Um, yeah, check the community tab page if you only have YouTube, and you can also see what's going on. Like I'll show y'all my booth for the day or what have you. Instagram, Facebook, Confidential Goods, both of those. If you're interested in the yoga content, it's Ashlee's Crazy Yoga. My personal is just Ashlee Talk, and that's my TikTok. And really off the wall funny stuff is on my Snapchat, which is Swagga Pants. So I will see you probably Friday, unless on another platform. But have a good day. Have a good day. Bye.